There's so much more to promo items when it comes to marketing your home care business, and I am so excited to welcome Adam Corcoran from Elevation Marketing to dive in. So let's talk about it. So, Adam, what are the key factors that a home care business owner should think about when ordering promotional products? And really, like, what are the best promotional items that these agency owners can use?
It's so funny. People spend thousands and thousands of dollars on promotional items with sometimes no strategy, which is mind blowing. Why would you go spend money without actually having a purpose behind it, right? So there are three things that I look at when I dive into buying promotional products, and that's quality, utility, and shelf life. Now, the first one, quality, is important. I can tell you I probably get an email or an inquiry every week about someone asking for the cheapest pen. Just send me 200 of the cheapest pens. And I have to sit back and say, what do you want that cheap pen to do for you? Like, if it's just for the purpose of having something like at a table or at a health fair, what do you really want it to do for you? I'll tell you a story. One of my biggest accounts was a memory care assisted living, and the director of nursing was like this huge pen snob. Like, he only wrote with one specific pen, and there's this running joke, like all of his nurses would steal his pen. So I found out what pen it was. It was like a Pilot G2. I actually probably have one here today. And it's an expensive kind of pen, right? But I got them branded with our agency logo on it. And every month I would bring him just a couple pens. So I kind of played into the game of it at all, but it was intentional because he wanted that specific pen. So I think of, in the world of pens, right? You have a whole, you have a couple pens, or you have, a drawer of pens. You want to be someone's favorite pen. And I can't elaborate that enough, because quality does matter. So are you going to dive in and spend 50 cents more on something with good quality that's actually going to last longer? You should, because again, your brand, your company is represented in everything that you do. So why wouldn't you want to be higher quality? So quality is one. Utility is huge. You want to get stuff that people are actually going to use, right? Whether it's a referral source, a potential client, or a family member of a client, you want to get stuff that people are actually going to use. How many times, let me ask you a question. How many times have you gone to a trade show, right? You get your bag and you fill it all up, right? What do you do when you get back home? I know it's you. Because I do it. I get home, I unload that bag, right? And there's two piles. There's a pile of stuff that I actually might use this. And then there's a pile of it's going right into the trash, right? So when it comes to utility, you have to think of the end user, whether it's a referral source, understanding what their day-to-day looks like. Do they sit at a desk? Are they on the road? Do you want to maybe get something for their car? You have to put yourself in their shoes and understand what their day looks like, so then you can find products that are actually going to intertwine with how they're going to be using them. I know a lot of people don't think this far into products, but it's really, really important. And the last thing is shelf life. Seriously, people don't understand this is such a big component. Shelf life means, okay, using it, but how long are they using it? So when people come to me and they say, Adam, we want to get branded water bottles or anything really that's consumable, I really challenge that, because I said, all right, those little 8-ounce little bottles with, people put their logo on it. I'm like, how fast can you drink 8 ounces of water? Oh, 30 seconds. I said, right. So you're taking something and you're going to spend money into something that, after they drink that, it is intended to throw away. No one thinks back 3 years and says, man, that 8-ounce water bottle at that event was really good from that company. It doesn't happen, right? So, but if you invested a little bit more money and got something that has good shelf life, a tumbler cup or something that someone's going to be using on a daily basis. I'll tell you another story. Back in home care, we gave out these tumbler cups. This is when Yeti just started becoming really big. And we gave these tumbler cups to our top referral partners for Christmas. And it was a $40 item. Don't get me wrong. It was a good gift. And we gave it to a concierge doctor back in 2017. No joke, years later, I think it was 2020, it was 3 years later, I went back and did an in-service for their new staff and, circling back, and the doctor is using the same cup that we gave him 3 years prior. And I was like, wait, doc, I'm like, you're using our cup. And he's like, oh no. He goes, this isn't just a cup. This is my cup. I use this every single day. Every single day. So I'm thinking like, man, that $40 investment, although might have seemed like a lot at that time, the reality is it's something that he used. It had good utility, but he used it every single day for 3 years, probably more than 3 years. Like that $40 was well invested because our brand was right there in his face each and every day, and he owned that cup. So like shelf life is such another important factor. You think of stuff that you might put on a desk or something that someone's going to use in their vehicle. It's about being intentional. Now, really, when you're thinking about promotional products, like I said before, you have to know who the end user is. One of my best promotional items for direct to consumer is actually, I have it right here. And this is kind of like my secret. So, please share it with everybody. Is our walker bags. So you attach a walker bag in the front of a walker. So what I would do is I would schedule like ice cream socials and happy hours at these assisted living communities. Majority of our clients were coming from assisted living and rehab communities and memory care. So we would go and we'd schedule these ice cream socials and we would attach these walker bags to all the people who came for the social. Like as they're sipping on their cocktails or eating their ice cream or whatever it is, and they're putting their Kleenex in here, their lip balm, their cell phone. This is a walking billboard for your brand in that community or rehab for a long time. It has great utility. They're going to actually put stuff in here, right? People are going to use it and they're not going to take it off. So it's going to be there for a long time. Very rarely can you say like, oh, that promotional product actually got me a referral, right? But I can tell you, hands down, I got direct phone calls from family members, and we always used to ask, like, hey, how did you hear about, Golden Care? And like, Adam, you are a walking billboard in my mom's community. Like, we see your brand everywhere. So it was just that extra touch point that really like drove our brand awareness. When it comes to like your referral sources, you want to be intentional, like I said, and know what they're actually going to be using. We would do these pad folios for case managers and social workers that they would use for a long time. And it, again, had our brand on it. It sat on their desk for years. Again, some of these things might be a little bit more expensive, but I've always encouraged people, don't be afraid to spend a little bit more money. That's going to drive a bigger result. Again, you want to be the best pen in the bowl. You want to be someone's favorite cup. You don't want to just be any ordinary cup.
I love it. Yes. And I was so excited to be able to work with you because I always had that intention. And when I reached out to you, I was like, I want to know, like, what are the best things that you have, the mugs that I have, and we'll show a picture of it right now, but I use it every single day. I love it. And after my event, and I got a bunch and I gave them out to all the people at my event, people were posting photos of it the next day and like commenting and like, I'm using my mug right now, like when I took a photo with it. And so it just goes to show you, when you invest in something better, you're going to get the ROI. It's so important. And that's what I love about, you're not just someone doing promo items. Like, you have the strategy, you got the home care background that really separates you. And I feel like you just nailed it on the head for everything. And so, Adam, what's kind of the best way for somebody to get in touch with you?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, elevationmktg.com, and request a call with me. And that's what I love the most. Like, I want people to come to me with a situation. Adam, I have an in-service next month with 40 case managers. Like, that's what really gets me going. I don't want to just send you a catalog. Like, I want to unpack the situation, unpack where you are within your agency so that I can really effectively strategize with you to see the best results.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you, Adam. I highly recommend you guys connect with Adam, get some quality products so that you can leverage and get results.
That's right.
And stay tuned for the next episode. Talk to you soon.